Hello everyone, greetings from Magdeburg, Germany. My name is Svetlana Mucha and I'm the leading matchmaker and dating coach at Diolli.com, and in this video we will discuss with you how can you tell if a relationship will last. As a professional matchmaker with over a decade of practical experience in introducing singles, I can tell you that it all starts with knowing your goals. Do you actually know your long-term goals? Why do you want a relationship? Does your partner know her long-term goals? And gentlemen, dating someone 15 years younger or dating someone hot or dating a blonde, this is not a long-term goal. And this is just a whim because you want to prove something to the world around you, to yourself, to your ex-wife probably, to brush your ego, but it is definitely not a long-term goal. A long-term goal is to date someone with whom you can build this relationship to the level of engagement and marriage, to build a family, to have 2 kids, to move to the suburbs, to buy a house next to a good school, to have 2 dogs and to have a beautiful, happy family life. A long-term goal can be also to meet someone whose kids are out of the house, just like your kids. To meet someone who is just like you, are independent in a sense that she's also an empty nestler, and now you can travel, you can go to adults-only resorts, you can finally learn how to play golf, you can do all the things you had to postpone because you had other priorities, and at this stage of your life you are looking for a special woman, for a special partner with whom you can share all these experiences. A relationship will last if your long-term goals are very similar. If your long-term goals drastically differ, then your relationship will come up to a logical end 5-7 months into this relationship, once the feeling of novelty will fade. For example, the lady dreams about engagement, about the wedding, about the married life, to have babies, to turn a house into home, and a gentleman, he dreams about traveling to Amsterdam, maybe living on Goa for a season and starting a surfing school there and then moving east. So his dreams are very different, and if 2 people like that try to build a lasting relationship, well, they will end up disappointed. It can happen that you are just on different stages of your lives, and it's nobody's fault. The stages are different and your long-term goals are different on these stages. For example, she wants to continue with her education, she wants to get the degree, and you want to settle down and you are ready for it, you are ready to have family at this moment. A relationship will not last if your understanding about love, about family life, about gender roles, about money are very different. For example, a lady believes that she is young and beautiful, and this is her investment into a relationship. So, because she is young and beautiful, a gentleman has to cover all her bills. And let's assume you have a different opinion about this. You believe that in a relationship a man and a woman, they are equal and both should work for a better life, for a better family life, and her beauty is not enough to exchange it for covering all her expenses. And of course such a relationship won't survive, because she will think at the end that you are stingy, that you are not a real man because you are not ready to provide for her, and that you do not really appreciate her youth and her beauty, and that she has done the wrong investment. She might have invested her youth and beauty into another man, another relationship, but she has chosen you, and this investment did not pay off, and you will end up thinking that she is materialistic, that all she wanted from you is money, that she is shallow, etc., etc., and both of you will end up disappointed, dissatisfied, and turn off from love for a while. Let's assume that you and your ex-girlfriend have learned from this experience, and now she has actually started dating a man who believes that a man should provide for a family, and his woman should look beautiful for him, should give him pretty babies, take care of the house, take care of the kids, take care of him, and he will be a provider. And of course, in this scenario, both parties will be happy happy. And you have found a girl and you date her, and this girl believes that she is more than just her looks, and she doesn't need a man to pay for her morning Starbucks. She can afford it herself, and she can treat her boyfriend with a cup of tasty coffee. And probably in this relationship you will have separate accounts, or you will have one account, but you will be doing a thorough planning what to spend money on. And probably this girlfriend of yours will think that women who spend hundreds of dollars on their looks, on their nails and hair are nuts. Speaking of children, your relationship will not last if your understanding about having kids, raising kids, timing when to have kids is very different. Sometimes people think that their partner will change. For example, a lady tells to a gentleman that right now she wants to concentrate on her PhD, after that she wants to do this and she wants to do that. And the gentleman who wants to have children and he wants to have them within the next 3 to 5 years, he thinks that their magical love will make her change her mind, and instead of chasing her dream of getting a PhD, working for that university, she will settle for having babies to please her boyfriend or her husband. And usually in such a scenario both parties will end up disappointed. Let's assume the lady will cave in and will give up on her dreams and will settle and have children to please her husband. Well, chances are really high that they will end up divorced, because she will decide that this is not something she wanted, and she will actually end up chasing her dreams, and the gentleman will end up disappointed too. So when you start dating someone new, it is important to find out the long-term goals of this person, values of this person. If you want to have children, it is important to find out if the lady you have asked out on a date also wants to have children. Of course, it doesn't mean that you have to ask all these questions on the first date. I would say first 5 dates, but you have to find this out. And don't forget about timing, because sometimes people say that, oh, I want to have children. And usually when I ask our potential clients, is it the plan for the next 3 or the next 5 years or the next 10 years, the answers are drastically different. Well, some people want to have kids and want to have family like next 3 to 5 years. This is a priority for them. Other people who are of the same age can tell that, oh, I want to travel and enjoy my partner first, so I want to have kids like 10 years from now, or when I am in my middle or late 30s, so in 10 years. So timing is very important. So if you think that your partner will change up her mind just to please you, well, don't take this route. You both will end up disappointed. Not only you have to find out whether she wants to have children, but the very important question, when. So when else will a relationship not last? When you are on a totally different page on a sad relationship. For example, you believe that she is your soulmate, you really like her, and you have already asked her to spend Thanksgiving with you and your family, and you think about proposing to her next spring. But for example, the lady, she thinks that this is something casual and you are more friends with benefits, and she continues dating other people, and in her mind you are doing the same. So when one day she tells you that, you know what, I have found someone better, it can really be a huge shock for you. I had an interview with a gentleman, and he has shared a similar story with me. He has dated a lady he has met on Tinder in the United States, an American lady. A gentleman is also an American, and they dated for about 5 months, and he was sure that she was the one, and that she was as much in love with him as he was in love with her. So when this lady told him that she has found someone better, he was shocked. He was shocked that she was actually dating other people while being in a relationship with him. And the lady, she was surprised that he didn't date other people, because they never had this talk about being exclusive. So the gentleman has assumed that they were exclusive, and the lady has assumed that they are more like friends with benefits, or it is an open relationship. And guys, I want to remind you that if you had 5 dates, this is not a relationship yet. 5 dates, it is just an acquaintance that can lead to a relationship. Till you had this talk out loud about your relationship status, it is also hardly a relationship. I want to wish you lots of luck and lots of love, and I hope that your relationship will last and you will choose your partner for all the right reason. Svetlana Mukhar with love, specially from Magdeburg, Germany for Diolli.com.